Welcome to Tech Hints for Authors and Bloggers. My name is Barb Drozdowicz and I teach WordPress. In this video we're going to talk about putting images on the sidebar of your WordPress blog. This is something as bloggers that we do really frequently, and we also have to be able to make the pictures fit properly. So commonly when we put pictures on the sidebar of a blog, we use a widget. On my blog and most blogs, there's a number of choices. The one that I prefer is what's known as image widget. So I'm going to pop that widget up into place, and you'll notice as soon as I do that, it opens up and shows me a select an image button. So I'm going to click on that image, and I'm going to put some tulips on the sidebar of my blog. There we go. You'll notice as soon as it puts the picture in place, it takes the title of the picture. And in most cases, we don't want that title. So I'm just going to put tulips here. And in this case, it's popped in a caption as well. And it'll do that sometimes, sometimes it won't. We have the ability to link the picture. And in the case of a book cover, we would use this functionality. We would link the book cover, let's say, to Amazon. We have two more drop downs here that we need to pay attention to. The first one is size. The picture goes in and defaults at full size, but in almost all cases, you want to change the size of the picture. So before I do anything with that, I'm going to go over to the front side of our blog and I'm going to point out the sidebar of the blog. This is a relatively wide sidebar, and if I had to guess, it would be about 300 pixels wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to guess to start with, and I'm going to choose custom size. And the picture's not much wider than that, so I'm going to enter 300. As soon as I hit tab, the height will change proportionately, so the picture will stay in proportion, which is what we want. We have the ability to align the picture. In most cases, pictures are aligned in the center of the field, although there are exceptions to that. So I'm going to click on Save, and you'll notice as soon as the saving function is done, it actually moves the picture to the center of this view of the widget as well. Now, go over to the front side, and I'm just going to refresh this view. And there we go. We have a lovely picture of tulips on the sidebar of my blog with the title of tulips. So let's look at another widget that people commonly use. So I'm going to close this one up. And over here you have image and in brackets Jetpack. So this is the image widget that comes with Jetpack. So Jetpack is very common on many blogs, and so people very commonly try and use this. You'll notice as soon as I pop this in place though and it opens, it doesn't have a nice little selection button to choose the picture. All it has is titles and URLs. So this one is a little bit more awkward to use. What it wants here is the image URL. So to get an image URL, you go over to the media library. We're going to make the assumption that you've already put the picture in your media library. And we're going to use the tulip picture again. So I'm going to click on it and bring it up. Over on the right hand side, you'll see here file URL. That is the URL of your picture. So I'm going to copy the whole thing. Then we're going to go back to the widget, open up right here, and paste that URL in place. And like the other widget, we have the ability to put a title. So to differentiate this one, I'm just going to give it the title of flowers. We have the ability to align it left, center, and right. I always like pictures in the center. And you'll notice that the width says 0 and the height says 0. And so most people look at that and kind of freak out and think, well, then it's not going to be able to see it. But the line underneath here says, if empty, we will attempt to determine the image size. So in other words, you don't really need to fill anything in here unless you need to make the picture smaller. Like on the other widget, we can hot link this. We can put a URL here, and if the picture is clicked on, it will be people will be sent places, such as a book cover and you linking it to Amazon. So I'm not going to do that for now. I'm just going to click on Save. We're going to go over to the front side of the blog again, and I'm going to refresh the view, and there we go. I have tulips with the first image widget, and I have flowers with the Jetpack image widget. Both pictures are nicely centered. They fit. They don't hang over the edges. And they look nice. They look neat. So give this a try on your blog and try playing around with pictures and seeing what you can do. And until next time, have fun with your blog.